Have you ever tried to follow a strict business plan or schedule and felt like you were wearing a black and white jumpsuit behind the bars at Alcatraz? Or have you tried to go with the flow in your business only to end up at the beach with a romance novel in hand, no laptop anywhere in sight? The problem isn't your work ethic. The problem is you're structuring your workday in a way that does not jive with your energy. In human design, there's a specific part of your chart that indicates your best way to approach your business. Are you more of a structure person or more of a flow person? Let's break it down so that you can find a way to approach your business that aligns with your vibe and also leads to epic business success. This arrow at the top left-hand side of your human design body graph is called your digestion arrow. This arrow indicates how you best take in, process, and absorb information. And it's important for you as a business owner because if you try to operate your business and do things in a way that doesn't jive with this energy, it's always going to feel frustrating and like things are out of hand in your business. Knowing which way your arrow faces will help you design an approach that will allow you to create prosperity and success in an aligned and fulfilling way. Before we move on, I want to invite you to download your Prosperous Business Blueprint. It's a human design chart that is designed specifically for purpose-driven entrepreneurs, and it helps you go from understanding your design to actually embodying it and using it in a practical way. So even if you already have your chart, go ahead and download that for step-by-step practical guidance for implementing your design. You can also double check your arrow to see if it's facing left or right, and then we will dive into what that means for you. In human design, your digestion arrow tells you if you're best suited for a more strategic approach, that's when it faces left, or a more flowy, receptive approach if it's facing right. If yours faces left, I'm calling you the strategic entrepreneur, and you thrive on structure, consistency, and relatively detailed plans. So the advice that preaches go with the flow can backfire for you. You need a container to hold your ideas and to get things done. If you look at your arrow and you think left facing, that doesn't sound like me, give it a bit of time to sink in and also reflect on a time where you created an impressive result, something you did that you were really proud of. What kind of state were you in then? Can you go back and kind of think about the steps that you took and see the structure or form that you followed to create that result? Also keep in mind that structure looks different for everybody. You don't need to think buttoned up suit, sitting at a desk, 9 to 5. That it might be a structure that somebody likes, but most people probably don't. My arrow faces left, and I like to have a lot of movement in my day. I'll work at my kitchen table for a bit. I might work in my office for a little bit. I enjoy going out to the cafes and coffee shops, and I don't necessarily like working from 9 to 5, but I do have things that are structured. I work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I eat my meals at the same time each day. I do activities in the like similar type of activities in the morning and a different type of activity in the afternoon based on how I feel best. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about structure. It's going to look unique for you. If your arrow points right, I'm calling you the go with the flow entrepreneur. Your approach to business is more intuitive and less formal. You likely don't need to follow the same exact routine or steps each day to be productive. And when you try to force consistency, you can run into creative blocks and begin to resent your business. Something important to keep in mind if your arrow is facing right. You might actually feel that structure and strategy is off-putting. So you'll need to reframe this a bit for yourself because running a business that actually creates income and success long term does involve taking steps and getting stuff done. So find your natural balance. And as long as you are getting your work done, do it however you want to do it. Whether you're a strategic or go with the flow entrepreneur, you need a map, a blueprint that helps you consistently grow your business in a way that aligns with who you are, what you value, and your unique energetics. And I've put something together that's going to help you do exactly that. It's based in your gene keys chart. While your human design helps you see how you best operate and use your energy to create success, your gene keys points to what you're actually here to do and how you best express and share your work to create true prosperity. True prosperity means you're doing the work that you're here to do in the way that you want to do it. It feels deeply fulfilling and it makes money. And at the same time, you have time, space, and energy for the essential things in life: your relationships, your health, your hobbies, your connection to spirit, whatever you find deeply important in your own life. In the next video, I'm sharing this complete 5-step blueprint for using your gene keys to create epic business success in a way that aligns with who you are. So make sure you're subscribed and don't forget to grab your prosperous business blueprint linked in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video.